Hi there, I'm Tobi from 987, sitting with the fabulous Chris Walla from Death Cab for Cutie at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. It's a gorgeous day, we're outside. I mean, what a better way to spend a Monday.
There's no better way to spend a Monday.
You guys with San Francisco's Magic String Orchestra, and it really brings the songs to life, obviously. How did you, I mean, it makes sense that you would bring them out on tour, but I would have to think that it would have been a little bit of a long haul to kind of get that all sorted out.
Yeah, it's something we actually started talking about pretty shortly after we finished the record. It was sort of like, these guys were just so great. We felt like we wanted to figure out how to bring them along, but it's a challenge to bring a bunch of strings out on tour. Like, it means another bus, and it means writing a bunch of arrangements, and it means it's kind of a big concentrated task. So it took the better part of a year to pull it all together, but it's been so much fun, and we're totally loving it, and they're world-class players, and they're great people, and it's just been a totally amazing tour. It's been really fun.
So do they have to learn like your entire back catalog, or do you pick out songs and say, okay, we want to play this, from the first record and learn it?
Yeah, we picked initially 14 songs.
Okay.
That Mina Choi, who runs the Magic Orchestra, Mina wrote for 14 songs. And then over the course of the first 4 or 5 shows, she ended up writing, we pulled one out, and then she ended up writing for 3 more. So there's 16 songs now that we're playing on stage with the orchestra.
What did you do differently about this album? And this is your 7th studio album. You've been doing this for a long time. How do you go about putting this record together, and was there anything different that you decided to do this time? I mean, other than obviously the string.
Yeah, this record was a little bit more of a construction project than Narrow Stairs, the previous record. Like Narrow Stairs, we basically just set up on the studio floor and hit record, and that was like 2/3 of the record.
Yeah.
Like, we got vocals off the floor and everything. But Codes and Keys was much more of a, it sort of got built Lego by Lego. It just sort of piece by piece by piece. And with the idea that we sort of wanted to make something that was maybe a little less impulsive and a little more considered.
What new music are you listening to now? You're a music head. I know that you have lots in your repertoire. Yes. So I always love to ask this question when I talk to you.
I do. There's so much stuff right now. I run a record label. We put out a record for a band called Now. It's called Threads, and they're going to be their main support for Fun on the tour that is happening in July? I think June into July. It's not very long from now.
That's a favorite at 987 Fun.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So Now, I've been really obsessed with this Norwegian artist named Anne Brun. Anne Brun is so amazing, and this is like her 4th or 5th record. I think she's been doing it for quite a while, but this record Bjorn from Peter, Bjorn and John produced.
Oh, I read that. Yeah.
And it's just a killer. It's such a great record.
So what's happening after this summer tour? Are you guys going to take some time off, decompress, maybe start working on new music?
We're touring sort of with very few breaks until the middle of August. Like, we go to Europe right after this. Then what do we do?
You're doing some festivals.
Yeah, we do some festivals sort of in the north and east. And then we go to Japan.
Yeah.
And then I think we go to Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii was your last tour date on your website.
Yeah, and I think after Hawaii, I think we break for a while. So probably we won't start on a record properly until next year. But
what do you miss most about home when you're on the road for so long? Is there one thing that you miss?
Yes, I miss my coffee maker.
You do?
Very, very much. Yep, and I have I'm a devotee to it's made by this Japanese company called Hario.
Okay.
And it's just like a pour, like you boil the water and pour it through over the ground.
Oh yeah.
It's very zen. It's very ritual. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to La Mille here in Los Angeles?
I have not.
You have to go. They do all those different sort of brewing processes. It's really great. It's over by the Satellite Lounge.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, was it called Satellite? What was it called? Spaceland. Now it's called the Satellite.
Yes.
Yeah. I always get that. I always think I'm going to say it because there's also the Silver Lake Lounge.
Right.
So it's the Satellite and it's La Mille, and you would love it if you like that sort of
I do.
chemistry. It's almost like a lab experiment while you're making the coffee.
Yeah, it's like meth, but it's coffee.
Yeah. It's awesome. Nice. So the coffee maker. And is it more of the Zen process, or is it the coffee just comes out better.
It's a little bit of both. Like I miss I like the, I don't know, I have a whole routine when I get up in the morning. And I'm not like I'm not a routine obsessed, like OCD type. But that one thing, like that, like 9 minutes of my day when I first get up, it's just a great way to start my day.
I love that. That's a pleasant thought. I like thinking that Chris Walla starts his day with a science experiment that has to do with coffee. Very nice.
Always.
Well, thank you for hanging out. It's always a
Thanks,
pleasure.
Tobi. It's so good to see you.
Always a pleasure. This one, he is the best. We love him. Chris Walla, Death Cab for Cutie. 7th studio album is called Codes and Keys, and I was telling the live studio audience, if they didn't have the album yet, shame on them. Because, they need to get it. It's great. I mean, you guys, you never disappoint.